So I wanted to record some thoughts from this week. Somebody asked me, how do I find time to create content, record videos, write on LinkedIn, and do all of that? So I thought I'll just capture my thoughts on that. So let's take an example. My most recent video about Stargate, I analyzed how much time I've spent on that. Actually, recording that video, it's a 4.5 5 minute video. It took me about 10 minutes to record the video. Literally 10-minute recording of the raw files is on my computers. Then editing the video took me another 10 minutes, very light edit. I've not done anything significant. And in fact, as the time goes by, I'm becoming a person who doesn't want to edit the video as much as possible. So editing took about 10 minutes. Um, I had created a thumbnail and a title for that. That had taken me about 10 minutes for this video. After creating this, uploading on LinkedIn and uploading it on YouTube and adding tags and writing description, etc. Another 10 minutes. And after that, I wrote a post on LinkedIn about it. Bringing my idea was to bring out my previous video as well as this new video on Stargate announcements from yesterday. That took about 6 or 7 minutes. So in totality, if I look at it, the time I spent on making this thing was about under 1 hour, right? So the effort is nothing. So similar to that, all the work I've done, again, I'm not a very not a famous YouTuber or a famous personality on LinkedIn, but all the work I've done is come from similar type of input. Maximum of an hour a day is what I've been able to put on a regular basis. But the biggest problem for us is not that how do you get that 1 hour to create content. I think the biggest problem, the biggest hurdle is getting over the fear of putting yourself out there in the public, putting your name out there, putting yourself physically, how do I look? Am I dressed properly? Is what people will see matching the kind of standards I have in my head or whatever image I've created in my head? So the biggest problem is actually getting over that hump. So every time I'm ready to push the publish button on YouTube, every time I'm ready to publish a post on LinkedIn, the feeling always comes back in mind and you kind of spend few seconds. Sometimes I've spent even minutes thinking that should I be putting myself out there with a video on this type of a topic, this type of topic, this type of image, posing in this manner. And again, what I've felt is these are all the boundaries which exist in our heads. So it's really not a issue that how do you find to create content. It is the issue of getting over your own self and getting out of your own way if you really want to make content. And once you do that, once you fully accept, once you realize that doesn't matter who says what, doesn't matter what people's opinions are, and also finding refuge and solace in the fact that if you create the content, maybe there are millions of people on the platform, but your post is going to get seen by hardly anybody. So at least that's how I tell myself. But end of the day, it is us who are standing in our own way. That is what I've learned in my case. So even now, after writing so many pieces on LinkedIn, posting so many videos, every time I'm looking to publish something, the feeling comes back. But I think the important thing for all of us to do is to get over that feeling. Let it not stop us. Let it slow us down. Let us spend a minute to think over it, but let us not stop us from taking action. Thank you.